now you from Houston and everybody know where you from.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm from out west side of Chicago, Chirac, Illinois. You already know. We don't get into that Chirac shit, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all know how that shit go.
Shout out to Chicago.
Shout out to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like around 2015. Like around 2015, I started coming down and just back and forth, staying there about 3-4 months, then going back up there for the rest of the year, then coming back down, you know what I'm saying, 2 months, a month, you know what I'm saying, coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But shit, I've been down and staying down since like about a year, like right after Harvey, I think. Okay.
I feel like how is the culture different in Chicago versus Houston as far as the music? Do you relate more to, I guess, y'all Chicago sound, or do you really more into with the Houston sound?
Man, I don't get into neither one of them sounds, man, to be honest, bro. Like when it comes to the music, I don't like to try to sound regional. I don't want nobody to be like, oh yeah, he from here. When I hear my music,
gotcha.
I want my shit to be able to be universal, have my own sound.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it took me a long time. I was telling you, like I went through artist development with my management, and what we did was pretty much like every song I made, like if that motherfucker didn't sound like some shit you can hear on the radio, they was just like delete. They would record that shit. So.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Talk about what it's like. A lot of people, you know, from this era and this generation, I hate to say it, don't really believe in going to get work and going to get your appearance up and going to get your voice right and just going to get your paperwork right. Why was it important to you to do artist development?
It was important because, man, bro, I felt like I was stagnant. Like I wasn't going nowhere. Like I had raw all these songs, made all these songs, released videos, did all kinds of shit, and none of that shit was busting. You feel me? So I was just wondering, like, am I trash? Like, am I trash? What's wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? So, and I had put out this one track. My management slid on me, like, hey, this shit got a whole lot of potential. But you ain't where you need to be. So what you need to do is you need to come slide with us, and we gonna get you right. You know what I'm saying? And shit, the niggas flew me out in New York. I spent about 6 months out there, and shit, they got me right. You know what I mean? Like I didn't understand. Like they got my sound right, make sure I sound like me all the time. You know what I mean? So when you hear a Murky track, you know you heard some Murky. Like it don't sound like no. I want to make sure I don't sound like nobody else. Make sure I don't look like nobody else. Got my look right, sound right, paperwork in order. All my ducks in a row. All my T's got crossed. All my I's got dotted. Everything was put everything together so that now it's time to take the fuck off. You feel me?
I feel that. And your name, Murky Waters, man. How did you come up with that unique, throwed ass name? I fuck with that.
Man, Murky Waters, man. I just tell you, man, straight up, don't worry about it.
Okay. He say straight up, don't worry about it, man.
Y'all don't. That shit later on in my career, man, because it ain't that deep, but it is.
It's deep, man. I feel that, man. Make sure y'all tap the fuck in, man. What you got coming this year?
This year, I'm working on my new project. I don't know what the name of it is yet, so I ain't got no time to be telling nobody what it is. But I'm working on my new project, but we still building off of Murky at First Part 1. That's what my new track, The Hallway, the video that I just dropped, that's what that's off of. So go check that out, because The Hallway good doing numbers. I'm trying to get into them, to get all the way into them.
All the way into them. How did you get your numbers? What, just pushing them with the artist development, your manager? How did you push it that far with the 30 bands, 30,000?
Shit, the way it got to that pretty much is like, basically what we did was we did a lot of promoting beforehand. You know what I'm saying? And we put together a rollout plan. Basically, we had 2-3 months worth of rollout of all the content that we already made beforehand. You feel me? And we put it all out in stages to build up high dollars. So I'm gonna tell you, artists, man, all you motherfucking artists out there,
talk to them.
This shit costs, dog. If you want to fucking pop for real, it's gonna cost you, bro. If you ain't got the money, go stack. Don't.
You don't really put some knowledge on your head, man. You came through with the homies, man. Shout them all out, man. Round table, man. But you came back, man. How did you transition, or what was it like to grow from that situation to now just rebranding, starting to fuck over from scratch and doing your damn thing now?
It was a hard transition. I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of growing pains. You know what I'm saying? It was hard. It was real hard because it's like you do all this work, you put in all these efforts, all these hours, all this time. You know what I'm saying? And just to be like, alright, fuck all that shit. That shit trash. We finna start over from scratch. Only thing I'm keeping is my name. Everything else can go. Like that shit was hard. Like I had to really humble myself and put myself in a consumer space. Like when I look at me, when I look at myself, do I see a star? Do I see? I mean, yeah, I see potential. But is it ready? Are you ready? Am I ready? Was I ready? No, I wasn't ready. You feel me?
At least you were honest about it. A lot of artists can't even be honest about it. Just wasn't their time, and now
right. It ain't your time. You feel me? And sometimes it's just not your time. Not just that. It's not your time, and you just ain't putting enough work in. You ain't putting enough hours. You ain't putting enough sweat equity in. You know what I'm saying? It take years. It's gonna take some years. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some real honesty. You gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with yourself. Honest with the people. Honest with your brand. Honest about where you actually at.
I feel that.
If you put out if you go on Instagram and you see you only got 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers, you definitely not ready. You know what I'm saying? You got something else you need to do. You feel me? Because that's regular people numbers. You feel me? You gotta be in the 10s.
That's an average person.
40s, 50s, 60s, 100s.
Big facts.
You feel me? Before people start even looking at you, because like it ain't all about the numbers. Definitely not about the numbers, but the numbers count.
It ain't all about the numbers, but the number counts. I say that too, because I'm like, you can buy the numbers. You know, just being honest, you can go buy some shit, but when it's time for them shows and you can't pull out 30 people, so it's like, but I get it, the numbers game or whatever the case may be, man. You can drop some advice to these people. I was gonna ask you to get an
artist. Get your hardest shit, have your hardest fucking record, and then put it out and then drop it clean on his fucking face because you didn't promote it. But I don't mean go on Instagram and be like, hey, I just dropped a video. No, I mean paying for ads. I mean getting your marketing plan together, getting your team together, getting your team right. When you show up, your team's supposed to show up. You feel me? Like your team gotta be working with you and for you. Or else you not gonna do it. It's not gonna bust. Like you cannot be the only person screaming your name and your mama can't be the only other fan you got. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really feed the people. Because the people, it's a lot of motherfuckers out here screaming. Like you gotta think about the game like this, man. Like I don't know if you ever seen like Doom or shit like that. Like the movie, seeing like the cartoon Doom. Like it's like, alright, so basically you go into a room. Like, alright, let's do this. How about this? Let's say it's stock market, right? When you see the stock market on TV and shit, you see all the motherfuckers in that screaming, raising their motherfucking hands, yelling and shit, got their tickets and shit. That's pretty much the rap game, bro. Okay. Everybody in that motherfucker screaming, yelling, trying to get on. You feel me? But it's only one motherfucker get to ring the fucking bell. You feel me? Like you gotta be the nigga ringing the bell. You feel me? And you not gonna get that. Another thing I see people doing, not only just not have promotions, but they be the copycats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like copycats, not really original. Don't got their original sound. Don't got their original flavor. Or they doing the trends.
Exactly.
Like, fuck the trends, bro. Don't listen to these goddamn marketers when they tell you to do the trends, bro. Because that's the easiest way to get yourself rolled off by the public, bro. The public seen it already.
Okay.
They seen it, bro. When they see your shit, they be like, alright, I seen that before. I seen somebody do this already. You gotta do some shit that they ain't seen before. They ain't heard before. You gotta bring like the best thing I can tell artists is be the best version of yourself, man. And the people gonna feel it. Like you gotta be dope. If you ain't dope, go get a regular job, bro.
You keep saying go get a regular job, so you saying this shit really ain't for everybody.
It's really not. It's really not for everybody. And I pray for all artists out there that's working that they ain't wasting their time. You know what Damn. Because I would hate for motherfuckers to waste their whole life chasing a dream that ain't for them. Like at some point in time, it goes beyond. Like I think like when I was struggling hard, my hardest time I was struggling, all I used to think about was like, am I special? I used to always think like, am I special? Because it comes to a certain point in time when it goes beyond talent, it goes beyond marketing, it goes beyond promotion, and it comes to the point where are you talented? Do people actually want to hear what you got to say? Do you actually have something to say? Is anything about you special for real? Like for real, like not no manufactured bullshit. Like really, are you really dope? Like, is your music really?
Is it hard to get the support as an artist nowadays, being that you got the internet and then now you can touch the fans in so many ways, or is it kind of easy?
It's way easier now. Like, it's so easy. Like, you just, like I said, you just gotta be dope, be original. Be dope, be original, promote, market.
Be dope, be original, promote, market. When you say promote and market, people like, what you mean, pay a blogger? What do you mean by that?
You can pay bloggers, you can pay interviewers, get you some press, make sure you run your ads on your videos on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and fucking TikTok and fucking Audio Mac and all that shit. Like, you gotta have all. It's like a goddamn. You gotta have a whole list, like a whole circle of promotions going all at once, leading you to different places. They got Patreon out now. Patreon's huge. Make sure you get on Patreon, because if you ain't on Patreon, once all these little social medias start dying down one by one, wherever you was most popping at might die. Like, what if Instagram? What if people start going on Instagram tomorrow? Like, OnlyFans going out of business. These hoes finna be on the streets.
Shout out to all the hoes.
Shout out to all the hoes. I'm praying for y'all.
Damn, bro. Man, for real though, it goes like that when you don't own your own shit, you don't own your content. I tell myself, I'm like, we just rent Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. That ain't our shit. Them people, look out with the time Boosie having just to be on a platform that's not even ours. It's like, nigga, you either gotta get around with what the fuck these folks saying, or
don't be. They didn't kick Boosie off of Instagram. Bro, mad as hell. He had a whole meeting with the owner of Instagram.
That's crazy.
He told me, I'm trying to feed my family. I had Woo Ben. Just had motherfucking 7 million followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, how y'all gonna do him like that? But bro, if he'd have converted all 7 million in followers to go to Boosie.com when he had a chance, he wouldn't be having that
problem. That's what you were saying. That's why you saying.
Or at least have a
Patreon.
You feel me? Something for the fans, because the fans want to support you, bro. Like, a lot of people need something to believe in.
There we go. There we go, man.
They need something to believe in. They need somebody to look to and be like, yeah, I fuck with him. This is my big homie. This is my homie. You feel me? This is a nigga that can lead me, lead me in the right direction. And you can be that person for them as an artist, even if you don't freaking know their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, people love that. You know what I mean?
I feel
that type of artist that's cool. Everybody's ain't for that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta find a way to make yourself large in the light. If that's not you, then I don't know what to tell you. But like, as far as what you're saying, I got no particular order. Jay, Big, Tupac, Eminem, Weezy, F Baby.
Oh man, I fuck with your top 5. That's damn near like mine. Did you add? You don't got Kanye on there, huh?
No, my 7, man.
Kanye, okay.
7. He in the
I
top
can
10.
I fuck with that list all the way together, cause I can put Kanye, Jada, M. I don't know, I play with it sometimes, but damn, bro, that's
that's top 10 though. You feel
that's
definitely top 10.
Yeah,
where the fuck is Don at, bro? Drop the album, man.
Man, he bullshit. He playing with everybody emotions. Y'all know Kanye was gonna do this shit.
And I'm not flying to Chicago to go to the fuck to go to his next listening party. That's why I'm not.
You ain't going, man. Man, he gonna be out there, lined up, man.
Out there.
Man, if he do that shit in Chicago, bro, that's history.
He is. He finna, bro. Listen.
That's history, bro.
This man made a tweet saying, "I'm finna be in Soldier Field in the parking lot. Everybody pull up." He literally shut down the whole Chicago. Had the whole downtown Chicago sold.
Stop it.
Had the bitch sold up.
No.
On God's soul.
Just by tweeting.
Just by tweeting. That's it. And he announced this shit 2 weeks in advance. So man, listen, I'm gonna pray for Chicago on that day.
Man, Chicago better have that extra tight security out there, man.
Wild place.
Man, big.
Shout out Starboy Entertainment. Shout out myself. You feel me? Shout out Coco.
Hey, Backstreet shit, big Backstreet shit. Man, my boy came back 2 years later.
Follow me on IG, but don't follow me too far. I might lead you astray. Follow me at MURKY WATERZZ, MURKYUP1st.